SPCA, and today we're going to talk to you guys about something called the 2-week shutdown, as well as some additional tips and tricks that you can do to help set up your new cat or dog for success in their new home. So one of the most important things when you bring a new cat or dog home is getting them used to a predictable routine. When we make things very consistent and routine for them, it can help to prevent stress and anxiety. It's also very important that you make sure that during the first 2 weeks, they also have an opportunity to be alone and decompress. The shelter is an extremely stressful environment, and even if they've previously been in a foster home, going from that place and transitioning to a brand new home with other possible children or pets can be really stressful for them. So one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is dogs and cats can become what we call trigger stacked. So maybe they're okay with one dog or one cat, but if we start bringing in dogs, cats, kids, strangers, all these different things that are brand new in a brand new household that they don't know anything about, it can be extremely stressful for them. So we want to minimize the triggers and the novel things, and then gradually over the course of the next 2 weeks start to get them used to those other things. So you can do that by before they actually physically interact. You can have them starting to swap scents with one another, bedding, toys, different things so they get used to those smells of the other animals or other members of the family. You can also start to take them on different tours of your home without other animals around. So if you do have other cats or other dogs, put them away in another space, confine them to give your other animal a chance to explore the layout of your household without the other animals around to stress them out. So in one of our previous Lunch and Learns, we talked about a kitty base camp. So basically what we want is a space for your new cat to just be theirs so that they're not around your other animals. And for the first 1, preferably to 2 weeks, we ask that you keep your cat in that space so that they get comfortable with their new surroundings, they get a chance to get their scent spread out, and they also get to know you. So when you have a new cat at home, sometimes we also want to utilize management. So maybe we're not quite ready for them to meet. So baby gates, generally cats want more than one. I generally have another one stacked up to prevent that from happening. But you can have your cats being fed or play therapy on one side or the other. In one of our previous videos, we also talked about the benefits of play therapy in cats. So basically getting these guys on what we call a ritualized schedule. Wild cats, just like their domestic counterparts here, do best when they have a regular routine of hunting, which is basically we're going to mimic that sequence with a feather wand toy, catching it, consuming it. Instead of consuming this fake feather toy, we're just going to offer a meal of some sort or even a couple treats. And then not too long after that, they're going to groom and then go sleep. So if we get our cats on that regular routine, it's fairly simple. If you feed your cat twice a day, breakfast in the morning, their dinner time in the evening. If you do about 5 minutes or so of play before a meal, you can start getting them in that ritualized routine. If you're like me in the morning and you don't really feel like or have the time to play with them, you can get a toy such as this one that has an automated little battery operated wand toy that they can play with while you're going and getting ready in the morning. They're sitting here having their outlet for play, and then you can feed them their breakfast not too long after. So we want to give them outlets for any potential aggression or anything like that. You know, a lot of cats don't really take too well initially, especially if they've never lived with another feline, to a newcomer. So we want to disperse some of that energy in a more positive way. And Lily right here is going to go off and take her kill somewhere. So play therapy is extremely beneficial for many reasons. And it's one of the things that we really stress when it comes to not just new animals, but ones that have just been living together for a while. And maybe you're noticing they're having little spats here and there. You start giving them opportunities to play, that can really help with that. When physical interactions actually start taking place, we want to set up an area where your cats can have options. So some cats are what we call tree dwellers. They like to be up high, so higher scratching posts or even shelves like we have above me are helpful. Or you have cats that are bush dwellers. They like to be down low, like Jack here. He's hiding out in his little cubby. So when you have multiple cats in a house, having options is a really good thing. You don't have to necessarily have a cat room like this one. You can just have, if you're in a bedroom space, a cupboard or a armoire or something that your cats are able to jump up high is really helpful. Hey, buddy. And even just providing a box. So again, you can use your cat's carrier. You can just have some empty boxes, use some recycling to your advantage. And a cat tree is helpful. It is something that we typically recommend because if you notice, a lot of them have the sisal rope or the carpet bottoms or tops with multiple heights, again, that they can go to. And that way they can also disperse their scent. So what he's doing is rubbing all over this shelf here. They have glands in their faces as well as their paws and other parts of their body that when they start to rub and scent mark, it can actually not only boost their endorphins, so make them feel a little bit less stressed, but it also helps them feel more territorially secure. So with these guys, especially when you bring a new cat home, the first thing they're going to do is want a scent mark. Another thing that you can have handy are cardboard scratching posts like this. They're relatively inexpensive. You can have them at different parts of your house. If you want, you can even try to sprinkle a little catnip on there or some catnip spray to encourage scratching. But cats that are able to disperse their scent throughout the house are much more outgoing, territorially secured, and less stressed, and hopefully there will be opportunity for less conflict with new family members. So fast forward ahead, assuming they have gotten along and you haven't seen any concerning behaviors through a barrier, we're going to start building those associations when your dog is out and about with your other cats. So again, I have my management tool, my leash, attached to my dog. Yes. And what I'm starting to do is reinforce him for calm behavior when the cats are around. If your cats are like mine and they like to mug you for food and food's really exciting and stimulating, keep them occupied with something else. So maybe have one person playing with them on another side of a baby gate or giving them a food puzzle or something to work on. And really, while your dog is just calmly laying here on their bed or their mat, just reinforcing them for being really nice. So by giving them some goodies to work on anytime the dog's out and they're out together, good things happen. Thank you for watching our Lunch and Learn today, and please like and subscribe for more videos.